I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. That means you're volume on there. Ooh, but it said audio wasn't on.
Well, good morning, everybody. We'll go ahead with the quarterly safety meeting and Jackie, third runner.
Something's too close.
Hello. It's in my head all the time.
Maybe have some, maybe it could be somebody else the speaker on.
Technical difficulty for him.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe can back out. I'm not checking. Looks like it's irritated.
The guy's side.
All right, we'll call the meeting to order. We have a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I motion.
I motion to approve. Second. Dawn seconded. All in favor?
Right.
Okay. Is Brody coming?
He told me he was.
Okay, so we'll go to Brody on an update from Plain West.
I really don't have anything. And Snower is gonna do the claims, but yeah, I really don't have anything from the safety standpoint. The only question I have for you guys, is there anything that you need from us?
No, I think we're all kind of caught up in what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, me and you have done all the walkthrough.
Yeah, we did the inspections on everything on June 3rd after last meeting.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't really think we have anything on our end, do we? That I can think of.
No, I sent, that report you sent me to Paul and
Okay. Cool.
to Ben, I think, yes, because that was the only two things that we had really.
Yep. And during our inspection, there was nothing really serious, so.
How are you?
Yeah. So that's what, between us, that's what we have. You wanna get settled before you?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Mark is not able to be here. He has a conflicting meeting. Dee, do you have any updates? No. Dawn?
Ma'am?
I visited with Val this morning. They continue to have, even though they spray like every 2 weeks or 2 months for spiders, they continually have spiders like in that front cell and in the front bathroom. So I told her this morning, maybe we can get some of those spider traps where they're sticky and the spiders go into them. And stick them in there and just see if we can help with that, with the issue.
Shut up.
Go ahead, Commissioner Adler.
No, I'm.
Okay. So, that was the only thing she had this morning.
I wonder if they spray, but I wonder if they could using bug, the bombs, could they, but then you have to
Well,
clear the building.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't
Work.
work. Containment would be maybe an issue.
So could you get it professionally sprayed?
They do,
Oh, they do.
they do, but I'm just wondering if sticking some of those spider traps in there wouldn't, it wouldn't hurt.
Throwers and I got something like cracks in
Yeah.
the wall and stuff.
So. And then, Paul had nothing when I spoke with him yesterday. And we solid waste, Todd did get his training done on, hazardous materials. Brody had given me that website, so he did that. So that's all completed and he passed. And so I have that certificate from him. Safety trainings, Miranda has a folder here of people that have been handing those in, so everybody's been doing them on a regular basis, so.
Good job, man.
Good to them. So. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, sorry about that. You know,
Oh, no worries.
so I've got the loss runs from both the Montana State Fund for the Workers' Compensation Program, as well as the commercial, package, you bet, package policy loss runs. For,
I'm gonna look to, oh, thank you to share mine and then I'll get it back from them. Okay, thank you.
So just real quick, if you want to take a quick gander at the first section, Montana State Fund loss runs, all in all, pretty darn good. Tip my cap to the county. I like to pay attention to the indemnity claims because that's where it hits, the county's policy the hardest. Is on the indemnity claims that we've talked before. If it's a medical only claim, then the experience mod calculation takes into account a 70% reduction for medical only claims. Whereas if it's an indemnity claim, once it turns to an indemnity claim, 100% of that claim goes against the county as it relates to its experience mod calculation. So all in all, pretty darn good. If you look at the indemnity claims, obviously for this policy period, we have one claim, but it's not an indemnity claim. For the prior policy period, we had two claims, both of which were not indemnity claims. For the accident period 7/1/23 to 24, we had three incidents, and I call them incidents because they were submitted as potential accidents, which is the way I think you should continue to operate, is if there is a potential for it to become a claim, submit it. I'd rather have the county submit those and not have them develop into something than to not submit them and then have a late reporting issue down the road. So good work there. And then of course, toward the back on this, there is one indemnity claim that's pretty severe. Though it has been closed back in the 7/1/2022 to 23 policy period. That's on page 5. But other than that, it's been a pretty clean run. And again, I think the good work that the commissioners are doing and Jackie's doing, coupled with the work that Brody and Mark are helping with. And obviously the buy-in from the department heads and the employees, I think that bodes pretty well for Granite County. Does anybody have any questions on that? No? Okay. If not, turn to the Mako number loss run. And just walk through that if you'd like. And these date back quite a ways. The evaluation date is as of 8/27/25. But you'll see that some of these date back quite a while. So The one on that first page, for example, dates back to the policy year 2019. So that's quite a long time ago, so I don't think we need to spend a whole bunch of time on that. We have the one in policy period 2025, which is those that has been closed regarding the excuse me, the one in 2022, which has been reopened actually.
Is that one that's on the first part, thing that attorney one?
Which page is that?
This is on page 3 of 11, midway down, looks like that's been reopened.
That one that's on the,
So that is the allegation of wrongful death.
yeah, and then I see back a couple more pages behind it, reopened too.
So something must have developed in that claim.
Heard.
So if you need me to look into it, I'll certainly reach out to David Payne and find out kind of what the status of that is. But as I said, most of these are pretty straightforward. Any questions on these? Okay. That's all I have on the claim side.
I do have one question. Our AEDs over at the sheriff's office could be updated. I've read a couple of grants and not heard anything back from them. Is there any additional funds that we could even get refurbished AEDs for them?
What about that 911 fund?
I don't know.
911. Can you do that?
Why not? Well, I don't know, I just threw that out, because I know they had that for an 80, it's in the jail.
Mm.
How much are they now?
Oh, I've been kind of looking for like refurbished ones can be from $600 to $800. Brand new ones can be $1,600.
Think of guys needing one just to save on insurance if we didn't have one fit good enough, just get a new one.
Well,
You know what I mean?
some of them are like the old Forest Service ones. So,
When the guy don't start thinking about updating them here and there.
Just be careful where you get the.
So we should get CARES back,
Huh?
the CARES fund.
Oh,
With some like that, I much recommend new just because you're still under warranties and all that stuff. I don't think you want to buy a refurbished AED.
well,
That's
something
just my-
happens and they come back.
Yeah, that's
and
just-
say, well, it's a
exactly.
done one, then it's.
That's just my recommendation is I wouldn't want a refurbished one. I'd buy that,
okay.
that's.
For another $600 or $700, I think they're safer going with a new one.
Yeah, I think that works.
Then
Oh,
I just assume that maybe we should start looking in that cherish that fund too, like, and then we look into
Well,
it.
even if we could replace the oldest ones and then just like every year buy one or two or
Mhm.
something because they're needing to be.
I think that'd be the best route, go with a new one. Under one.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
my,
Want to buy somebody else's possible problem.
you kind of want to work when you need it.
They're changing.
You know, yeah, something happens.
There, well,
We got to do that.
and even county building. So it just should be, they get updated every so often if they replace, right? Or do they don't use them, do they still have to replace them after?
No, as long as you guys are maintaining the manufacturer's recommendations, then you're fine.
And the pads are new.
Yeah, the only thing that need to be replaced is those pads, if it's my batteries. But overall, no. Even in circulation, as long as you guys are replacing the batteries and the pads and fun
And
stuff.
I think we're on the favor of going with the
Yeah.
new ones.
Okay.
aren't we?
I'll look into that 911 funding. I'll keep looking at
That
it.
other fund too, she was just saying.
What did you say?
What fund would you
Well,
say?
the CARES, we'd probably take that CARES fund, we could even take it out of county building as far as that went. Because,
Or county building?
yeah,
Well, these are for their
For
vehicles,
the SWAT cars.
so.
Oh, okay.
Have to come out of the, he had that 911 fund and he has that other fund too, like, we just looked at the budget, we'll look at it maybe afterwards.
Okay, all right,
so you're gonna check the 911 fund? to see
I
if
will look
you can-
through that first, so, okay. That was the only thing I had, otherwise, anything else from anybody? So, anyone make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make motion with you.
Second,
I'll second.
next meeting will be on December 2nd.
Good job, everybody, thanks for coming, yeah, it won't help, whatever we can look into that 911, or you can get
Yeah.
that thing from Sarah and you see what's there, and we can talk to Rico.
Yeah,
He has that other stuff too, there. You know, there might be a little bit search and rescue or something too, we can put it in.
yeah, I don't know. Cause I did one for BNSF because we have Peter Tillman's on our, LAPC, so he told me to put it in, but then, I don't know, budget wise or whatever, they've never,
Yeah,
budgets are shrinking. So,
thank you, good job, you guys.
I know it's geared towards school, but the OPI website has some listing for grants. For AEDs, do you want me to send you that? It could still maybe apply to you guys, I don't know if it's school specific.
I can look.
I can do it, I'll just send you the link,
Okay.
I'll just, you know, cause they're like, through like Walgreens and stuff, so maybe just any public entity could apply for some of those, so.
Okay.
I'll send you that information, so that you have it.
All right,
Okay, thanks.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alrighty, well, I guess we'll go ahead and move on to the board of minutes for September 2nd, 2025.
I make a motion that we accept board minutes from September 2nd, 2020.
See you guys.
Bye, thank you.
I'll second.
Public comment? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried and passed.
Oh, sorry. It's-
Get up.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Jackie, I got this was under, I shoved this under Amanda Boyer. She had a report.
Yeah, she thought the Board of Health was today. She called me last night.
Oh, I didn't know if I was supposed to. I thought that was for.
Yeah, it's for next week. She was on her own date.
Alrighty. First one from John White, Executive Vice President, CEO for American Medical Association. It's a pleasure to invite you and submit nominations for 2026 American Medical Association Awards for outstanding government service. The next one's from Sarah Kleinhandel. And it's on the Granite County CWPP kickoff training. It's Wednesday from 10 to 2:30 at the Granite County CWPP kickoff training. Jackie will provide lunch for working lunch. So that's tomorrow,
Yeah.
Monday. Monday, yeah, we got Monday and tomorrow. Well, if anybody wants to go.
What does CWPP mean? Community Wildfire Resilience? That is?
No.
Wait. Yeah.
Community Wildfire.
Sorry, my bad. And the next one from the US District Ranger Kirsten Thompson. And it's on the update on the fires all around.
Yeah, one up East Fork Way.
Sure.
Yeah,
Like 40 acres is all now?
Yeah, they're not-
Jumping more,
fighting it, I don't think.
huh?
They're not fighting it, I don't
Is it
think.
up in the wilderness?
Well, they
It's
had the
closed.
helicopter yesterday
Oh,
going
did
in
they?
there and they're trying to.
Oh, good.
It's in that canyon and they're leading people in there, so trying
Okay.
to, yeah, it's not a very good area.
Yeah.
That's what I got told, but.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Okay, next one from Flint Creek Comprehensive Assessment. The project kickoff call.
Called.
DNRC sent us, local projects and designated federal and state highway projects that there's gonna be coming up, where they're at, and what's going on, an update again. If we have stuff that we're trying to do with the DM, or I mean, the MD, we have to fill it out, we're not. We're not. Next one from Wade Kate, and it's on a quarterly newsletter from the local government center. Don't you roll? The next one from Lane Bradshaw to, Justine Richmond. It's on Elena's participation in an open Granite County Commissioners meetings, discussion decision. That's on later today.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got more.
Got nothing. Might as well just wait until that later today, talk about it.
Sounds good.
And the next one's the Granite County Justice Court, one Phillipsburg. End of period disbursement detail. And that's it for correspondence, any public comment.
Want this one back?
I had yes, there was another one in here, the Georgetown Lake update, but I'll just put that where we're going to the lake field.
Perfect.
Being no comments, we'll go ahead and move into public comment on matters of commissioner jurisdiction. Thanks. You know,
11:15.
You could probably move that one up if you wanted, I mean,
yeah,
Jimmy, that's still gonna be flexible.
we could probably go ahead and start on right now.
What's that?
Have him move up, he's here at 11:50.
Yeah.
I know, sorry, but.
Yeah,
We'll just go ahead and,
You wanna go ahead?
yeah,
Okay,
we're
so,
gonna move the 11:15, I better turn it. The county insurance agent commission check for disbursement agents appointment and agreement. Go ahead.
so thank you again for the opportunity to come before you. So as has been done the past couple of years, Mako through its board of trustees has, sent the commission check for, Marsh McLennan Agency to the counties as it relates to the business relationship we have, with Granite County. And so, there is a contract that we'll need to have signed. However, we have someone within our firm reviewing that. So they sent out a template contract. I don't know if they sent that out to you or not.
Yeah, he's got
They
it,
have.
he's got it all.
So that is, the template that NACO had recommended, but we had some people within our firm review it. And so, at this point in time, I would ask that the commissioners hold off on executing that contract until we get more feedback, and I should have that imminently. We were supposed to have something here, soon, but, so with that said, I can come back before the commissioners when we have that in final form. So,
so that could just be tabled and then just look at the issue and the disbursement.
yeah,
I guess when you find out whatever, and then just get a hold of us, we'll just table till we hear back, and then we can put it on.
okay,
All right?
yeah, that sounds fine by me, yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just, it's, this is kind of a new change, and it's kind of a little bit different than how we operate. We typically, we earn commission off of certain the agency earns certain commission off of policies that we sell. And that commission generally is paid by the carriers. And oftentimes it's embedded in the premium that insured pay. But in this case, because it is how Mako wanted to do it, and I think it's a function of wanting to make sure that everybody's fully transparent in how much the agency makes off of the relationships. But I stand ready, and again, my role here is to try and help and facilitate, help with the risk management process. So I want you to all be aware that, the resources that we bring to bear are part of that effort. If there are things that we're missing out on or that we need to be doing better, this is a good opportunity for us to talk a little bit about that. And if we need to be doing some things a little differently or better, I feel like we're making some really good headway, as evidenced by the loss reports that we reviewed earlier today. But it's a continuous process. And so by all means, and if there are things that, come to mind right now, let me know. But that's not a once and done question either. So if there are things that come up 3 months from now, you feel like we need some help to work on a little bit better, by all means, we want this to be an open book and a transparent relationship amongst the parties. So and we want to do our work. So I appreciate all the trust and confidence you placed in our firm and in me as a representative of Marsh over the past several years, and hope that we can continue to work in that stead.
I appreciate your work.
Yeah, you're always responsive, and yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
No, I think we got a good thing.
Good.
Just be a motion on the disbursement of that check for their commission.
Which you have that, right?
What's that?
The check. It's in
Thought we were gonna table everything.
That one can go, just the agreement can be tabled, the payment can go.
Okay, it's a check for $20,988.70.
So is this a motion that we accept this or?
I just thought we'd waiting on that.
This for, yeah, past services.
Have a motion?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Oh, we get a motion, I just asked.
Okay, I make a motion that we accept the disbursement from Montana Association of Counties Property and Casualty Trust for the amount of $20,988.70.
I'll say that.
Public comment?
So just one clarification, and this is what you guys have already paid Mako or whatever, so it's really coming from the county.
Yeah,
Mako's dispersed, has the check, but you'd already paid it.
to accept it.
Yeah.
Didn't I say that?
Yep.
Easy.
And just the reason why we get this, just in layman's terms, is it's kind of a reimbursement, is that?
It's actually not a reimbursement, it's compensation to Marsh McLennan Agency as the agent for the agent relationship that we have with the county. As I mentioned earlier, it's different than standard insurance business, and the reason it's different is because the trustees of Mako wanted the check to come directly from
Okay.
the counties to us, as a means of full transparency.
Would we deposit this and then write you a check, or can we just give this one to you if it's made out?
How is that? Is that?
It's made out to you,
It's,
Yeah.
okay, so then I think we could just accept that.
Yeah,
and that comes out of our insurance?
It is
Payment.
it is part of the premium you paid. It's embedded in the premium.
Embedded in the premium,
Yep,
and now I'm understanding this. And then we're giving it to you, coming from them.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Do I have to reword that?
All in favor?
Aye. Aye,
There you go.
so we can give that to him? There you go.
well, thank you.
I was doing the clarification, so the minutes show that it was, that's paid by the county.
Mhm. Well, I understand now.
Yeah,
I didn't quite get it, that we paid this.
That is the agreement that we'll wait on having it signed. So, when I get that formalized, I'll be back in touch, so.
we keep a copy of the check,
No, I don't even know.
we can keep a copy of the check.
Okay,
Thanks, Lincoln.
you can actually keep a copy of this as well. This will have some modification to it, and I'll be back in touch on that.
Okay, now wait, explain that again. You're not gonna take that check now?
Yes. He's making a copy of it, and I'll take it.
And you'll take it?
Yeah,
Okay.
just so you guys have a copy for
Yeah.
your records.
This is the one that we tabled. And we'll-
Okay,
when he finds out, then they'll rechange it and we'll go over it.
because it has to be what, looked over and signed?
They're looking it over now and they're gonna change a couple things, so that's why we're tabled it. So they review it and he'll bring it back in a couple of weeks or whatever.
As soon as it's ready, I'll schedule some time with you. And we're supposed to have it. It's just been, you know, that goes.
You're not, okay, sorry, I guess I wasn't
Fine.
understanding, but I do now, thank you.
Let's get you out of here.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I guess I'll be playing out there. If you guys have anything that comes up, let me know. Okay, thank you. Yeah, nice to see you again. Good to see you.
Don't fret.
Nice to
See you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. We'll be in touch.
Thank you, Robbie. All right, we'll go ahead and
Put my hand.
now we're a few minutes early. We'll go into a weekly report with Road and Bridge. Paul won't be in today. You guys got that message? Everybody get that?
Can I try to join Zoom? I'm gonna try. it.
Yeah, we know.
I think he said he was done at,
I haven't talked to him, Paul.
he was done at East Fork last week and they're moving to Rock Creek, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I have.
Report he gave us.
Right, I got that, but he wasn't gonna be in. I talked to him for a second. That's the lost.
Does it say I'm already joined by
He was
phone?
up here doing
No.
something. So.
Zero copy.
Recording in progress.
Gotta be on there.
Our camera up there.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Cause you're
We used to get that a lot.
Well, this is the mic though to fix it up, right?
that and that, both do.
All you have been doing, but if you have it on your mic on your laptop, that would
It's
cause.
been, it was
Not
off.
on audio or video.
Huh?
I've always just went in and joined and, okay, let me try that one time. It says join from Zoom
Or
workplace.
is your
app.
volume just up?
Yeah, I don't have much on the roads, they're just dry and,
I think your volume is just up.
um,
Let's try that. Okay, try again.
You get, did the lake shore,
It's all done.
good,
yeah, I haven't talked to them, I think.
yeah, okay.
I think they're moving to East Fork and then towards the end of last week and then heading down, making our way to Rock Creek.
Getting caught up, just took a while, because
Yeah.
we did so much down below. And
Yeah,
I'll be going back down there, but just, get a little moisture and start hitting stuff and get caught up for winter.
and it magged Lake Shore too, or,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, so it should be in.
Haven't heard one thank you.
There's
Well,
some after
thank you,
speakers.
I'll thank you.
So you're good.
Yep.
I said, you know, they,
Yeah, you guys, yeah, good job there.
other than that, I ain't doing nothing on the road. Any public comment for road and bridge? What's the phone thing now?
You got, yeah, two people on phones, they're just listening in.
Tom?
Morning. Morning.
Well, are you here for road and bridge?
Nope, I'm here on, don't you have public comments coming up in a couple minutes?
We,
You just did them already. Did you?
go ahead, we got a couple minutes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got.
Go ahead. Just
Okay,
take your
Mike,
name and stuff, Tom.
Tom Rue, Lower Valley. Who's on the call? I had talked to you guys about, the Big Sky Rail re-engagement. So Dave Strohmeyer finally sent a resolution draft for you guys to re-engage the Big Sky Rail. I got it a couple days ago. I just said I was gonna bring it to you guys, that's how.
The rails to trails or?
Nope,
some-
nope.
Okay.
Big Sky Rail is gonna run passenger rail through North Granite County. It's gonna run along the rails through Drummond and all. They're actually rather pleased that we're getting back involved because they think there are great opportunities for Phillipsburg and Drummond. It's early on, but we should have a seat at the table, and we've talked about that a little bit before. We don't know how far this thing's gonna go, but they're excited that we're getting back involved. Charlene Buca is our proposed rep. She would be
Who is?
Charlene from the Forest Service. She's retired now.
Oh.
But they have a conference going on this week. There's a conference in Livingston right now, and she's tuning into that, so she is trying to get some information about it, even though you haven't adopted her as the rep. But that's,
We probably have to put it on the agenda so we can adopt it.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have to have, yeah, public hearings, so it'd be 2 weeks in the notice in the paper.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine. We understand that she's not there yet. Anybody can tune into those things, but she's the one that we put forth or that came forward and said she'd be interested in doing it, and she is. She's leaning into it. She's enthused about doing it. So, there's a period in which she'll report back to you guys, give you an update on where it's going, but we've talked about this a little bit before. I think it's good for the county that we stay involved with that. Doesn't seem like there's much right now, but that's something that may be of use to us down the road, and I hope we don't close the door on that.
Yeah, this would just be a stop at Drummond.
No, not necessarily, not necessarily. They're still talking about where the stops could be, but there would never be a stop without us being involved.
Okay.
There are something like 14 counties across the state that are involved in this because it crosses all these counties going east to west. We're the only ones that aren't on that board. We should be on that board.
Yeah.
So,
No, we'll get it lined out, get the 2 week thing and have a meeting. Go ahead, Glenn.
So it has to get on the agenda. And it has to be a resolution, so who would be the participant from Granite County? Can we get a volunteer or
You saying,
Yeah,
so,
volunteer, Charlene.
you already volunteered?
No, I did not volunteer. We've talked to several people about it and Charlene jumped at the chance.
Charlene.
So
Yeah,
does
so
he have to volunteer in writing? There?
She can be at this, if you notice this meeting, I mean, I'm sure you will notice this meeting, I can make sure that she would be here in attendance, I myself would be here as well. I'm just here as an interested party and also on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce. Because we've had some discussion with some of you, part of you, all of you at one point. We just think it's important, we think it's a good thing. We don't know all the conditions at this time, there are certain places where stop seem relevant and pertinent. But nothing will ever happen if we're not at the board.
so if it was into October even when they had the final
Final.
adoption, that's.
It's okay.
Okay,
Yeah, we were trying to get it earlier, but
let's see.
Dave Strohmeyer, who runs the thing, he's a commissioner, you know him, I think. He wanted to give us this because he hasn't had anybody re-adopt, so we want to make sure that we have this document that's in front of you to re-adopt.
So they had an initial meeting next week and then if they decide to go forward, basically it could run in the paper on September 25th and October 2nd, and the public hearing could be on October 7th.
Sounds good. Alex?
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Yeah, just,
Now, that's as soon as we can do it. I mean, my phone and stuff.
yeah, that's fine. Do it as quickly as you can. Or, I mean, I'm sorry, it took us, we've talked about this, took us 4 months to get the document, or the correct document, so.
So would you have the resolution first reading next week then? Is
No,
that
it
what
would
you're
be,
saying?
next week we'd be deciding upon when you're gonna,
Whether
the
you're
public
gonna
hearing,
rejoin,
and so then 2 weeks in the paper, the public hearing notice.
okay,
And then potentially that would run, those notices would run on September 21st and October 2nd, and then having the hearing on October 7th.
okay.
You can talk about that next.
On next week's agenda, would we accept this and then pick a volunteer? or do-
That wouldn't be till you have the public hearing.
Okay, so you have to have a public
Notice the
hearing
public hearing.
and then,
Notice the public hearing, have the public hearing, then that meeting, that decision meeting on October 7th, then you could, well, let's see. I'm getting ahead of myself. So that, the first reading on the resolution would be October 7th, the second reading of the resolution would be October 14th. Then you'd make your
Then you make a decision.
decision on if you're actually gonna do that, gonna be part of it, and then you can appoint some at that time.
That's actually, yeah, that's true. Your two decisions, one to re-engage and who to
Yeah.
appoint, yeah.
just want to know that we're starting over. So any past person that was on with Granite County, we'd go by with volunteers, correct?
It'd be a commission decision on who you.
Yeah, who would
appoint.
pick?
Yeah.
I just want to make that clear.
That was my understanding as well, that when we disbanded that position as well, or when we disassociated ourselves, or just
Yeah,
Correct.
yes,
retracted ourselves, whatever you want to, withdrew.
Yeah.
The same thing, the position went away.
Okay.
So,
We're starting all over.
starting over, yep, on good footing, I hope.
Thanks.
Yeah, if I could take one more minute with you guys, I wanted to, commend you on something you did last week. Without getting into the details, I think that there's been disruption in our meetings for the better part of 25 years. And by a similar group or the same group for some time, and I think I've held the opinion for a long time that they're wasting county time, they're wasting county efforts. You guys are elected, there's some other boards we're talking about that are elected, but there are many boards here that are, planning board one, that are volunteer. And, they have wasted, these groups have wasted countless hours of our groups, our administrative or pseudo administrative groups, trying to get work done for the county. Sometimes we do good work, sometimes we could do better, but what they have added has been almost nothing. And I appreciate the commission, one of the biggest groups, the most important groups in this county, to take the time to say enough. And I hope that that continues, because that should go down through the rest of the groups in the county so that we can get our work done. We always try and do well. We're always doing our best. Sometimes we do better than other times, but that has been nothing but distraction for 25 years plus. And it needs to come to a stop.
Thank you.
I appreciate what you guys did. I'm
Means
glad
a
you,
lot to hear it.
it means a lot for you to do it. I hope that you make it permanent.
There's a silent supermajority out there I talked to them, but there's, yeah, people are starting to.
We wasted countless hours, hundreds of hours. Our attention's diverted. We come together, you know, you're here, I know you're watching the clock and I'm trying to keep my time short, but we're here to get your shit done. Excuse my French. Don't write that.
Is that French?
You taught me that word many years ago. That you could write.
It's learned,
But we always try to be most efficient with our time, and that has not helped. For 25 years, that has not helped.
Thank you.
They don't bring something productive to the table. They try and undermine. what we
The
do.
issue I see behind it is
No,
people
but
aren't,
I mean, glad you guys did it.
people aren't gonna run for county commission or other positions.
Exactly.
If they're being around.
Yeah, it's appreciated. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good move.
We'll get moving on that other.
Okay, we'll see ya. Yeah, when we know that, we'll bring Blanche to that one and get it done.
You wanna stamp this and we'll put it in correspondence? Do we need to sign that or?
Yeah, maybe that is received. You're not taking any action other than just. We have a meeting next week.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
So. All right, well. We'll go ahead and jump into solid waste, this week's weekly report. I have them both here. Have you guys all read them?
Kind of.
I guess my only, concern was, is there something wrong with the backhoe or if you just haven't looked at it? So I was wondering with Todd.
Oh, I haven't heard.
Doesn't care that they're having Nick Kessler look at, maybe just looking it over.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the way he said it is like he's servicing it.
Service on the backhoe, so I didn't.
Nick was saying something about October, middle of October would be good. So it's not being breakdown, I'm thinking it might, maybe it's just engine fluid.
That's all they're asking. I never have heard from him.
so when, Miranda and I sat down with him and Megan, he had concerns over doing, like. Oil changes and other type stuff, cause he just wanted like check fluids and stuff, and so. That's an issue coming up with the job description on what actually will, if it's just real light maintenance or actually doing oil changes and stuff like that.
Well, now it's handled by the road crew before, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Jody didn't change the oil.
Yeah, he said he doesn't have the tools out there and other things.
Yeah, no, he can, I think he can get old Nick to change oil, he just probably got, top fluids off and.
Man, and he looks over, he's a mechanic, so if he sees something, he can,
Yeah,
yeah, no, I didn't know what it meant.
but we should probably double check that that's what, like the backhoe's not broke.
Right,
That he's just wanting to.
yeah, I'll text him now, at least.
Well, and then his response on his last sentence that he is going to pull the plates on the scale and remove the buildup from underneath the scale from sticking. That sounds like a very good idea, and you'd have to do it on a day that it wasn't open, so, yeah, I think that.
Had some overtime.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So all's good.
Hopefully. I think the, job description will be on in a week or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just need to update those policies.
You put that in a box.
Like
Yeah.
On this last week when you got this, I'm sorry I wasn't here to update you. The mayor Reddy should, called and was asking about, you know, we said that they were gonna take care of that stuff, you know, the bags of stuff, and he is asking if he could, my bad, I wasn't here to explain, but they're gonna take a 8x20 up there and park it up by the junk vehicles, kind of cross from it. And we don't have nothing to do with it.
Right.
And I explained that to Father Reddy.
Yeah.
I called him and
Yeah.
explained,
Well,
so
we've talked about this the week that you were here, when he called on the phone.
I was just reading.
Yeah,
there,
and then
so.
he repeated it, and we've already addressed it.
Yeah.
So we had talked about how needing to like steam things and bag it before it goes into our dumpsters or whatever. They didn't like that idea or.
Allied don't. Allied don't. They want it separate and, the mayor's talked to Allied, he set this all up.
Oh, okay, so it's.
And it's all to do, and they'll pick it up
Once.
once or twice a year.
Yeah, or once a quarter or something like that.
Yeah.
Every 3
So
months.
it's all took care of through the mayor Reddy.
Okay,
So just to clarify his from last week, he was repeating what we said the week before, where he called Eddie and got the clarification from Eddie
Right.
when you had told him on the phone, it's their property, and so we
Okay.
just, yeah. So we didn't really, address that because we'd already addressed it.
This year.
Yeah, the-
week before.
the county doesn't have lease on all that
Yeah.
property up there, just the portion, yeah.
And then you called him and told him this is how it's going to be, and then he talked to Eddie to make sure that this is what it's going to be,
We are,
and addressed it.
it's already was took care of.
Right.
I just wanna make sure that, know that we already talked about it.
Yeah.
But he has nothing to do, cause he brought up that other stuff, and there's nothing to do with us.
One thing on the solid waste, I noticed last week as acting chair, I signed the time cards and John had signed the time cards for the other people. He needs to be told that the time cards will be signed by the commission chairman.
You want me to go?
Yeah, cause he'd already signed them all, and then I just went.
Well,
ahead.
isn't he though the direct supervisor of the other attendants?
He's not their supervisor,
But,
Oh,
we're their
Okay.
supervisor.
but I thought they were the supervisor of that site and that they would be over the attendance.
Was he?
But they don't sign the time cards.
But-
Do you want them to sign the time cards?
Well, if he's supervisor of the attendance, he would, so I guess that's something you guys gotta decide if they're actually supervisors of that.
He's approving that they actually worked there and
Yeah.
they knew what something went on, that's probably why he signed them.
Oh, have him sign them and then you initial
yeah.
that he signed them? Okay, well.
I
that's what
understand
did.
what you're saying, but yeah.
You guys have
being-
final say
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah, cause he should, I mean, both those guys should sign the time cards to acknowledge that, yes, this guy worked this many hours and then.
Yeah,
Yeah, otherwise, like, somebody can just come in with a time card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I understand, Alrighty. I guess we're kinda jumping it, no, not really, we'll go ahead and get into the dam tenders report. It's at 6428.11, 16.68 below full blown, we're still at 30, right?
Yep.
Recommendations or?
Motion to keep it at 30.
Your motion is to keep it at 30. I'll second that.
Public comment? Being done, all in favor?
Aye.
looking at Todd Black's report, he doesn't think it's gonna go below 2 feet, I guess we'll see, that's his. Best,
We're supposed to start
Indicated,
getting
yeah.
some moistures, like.
Yeah, we're supposed to get rain this week. from
There
here
on the
out.
white even rain, but I think we're gonna start, it's gonna start turning.
What was that you said? Sorry.
so Todd Black's report, his forecasted, projection is that, will not go below more than 2 feet below full fill, but again, yeah, it depends on.
We
A lot of
start
factors.
getting, yeah, we get into a fall pattern here and start getting some moisture.
Yeah, it's gonna cool down, start not burning off too much, or evaporation probably gonna hit us quite as hard too.
I think the highs this week are only in the 60s, maybe.
Okay,
And when are they paying back their water?
October 8th.
Do the 15.
We'll cut it back to 20, right, to pay,
Yeah.
we pay that 10.
Which will be the seventh, they'll make the motion there.
Yeah, then we'll start
They
filling it up.
certainly-
We're sitting pretty good, better than 90% of the state. I gotta say 90%. Where I've been around, I was up at R Lee up there by that. The fire restrictions, we were just keeping them at one.
I think so.
I agree, just
Till they
got a
start
lot
getting-
of complaints that we jumped and got a lot from Blackwood and all them. They were pretty upset with me and.
Well, we got it worked out.
Oh, everyone's liable.
Yeah, I mean, if we would've got that rain, I mean,
It's a gamble we take and it's a gamble in. I mean, they should realize that. They're no different entity than anybody else who's working out there. You should have water, just to
Yeah.
cover yourselves. They shouldn't jump our crap, say, they didn't like what we're doing. When it's,
only for 1 week. I see they're getting after it. They're on Highway 1 and we hopefully get it done here.
well, that's there, like some of the calls I was getting.
Chuck Stokie, I can't tell.
do they have a comment?
Yeah, it's Chuck's on.
Ooh,
Chuck's cookies, I think.
oh. Go ahead, Chuck. That light, I can't move. Go ahead, Chuck.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
My microphone didn't want to turn on. No, I'm just tuning in.
Okay, we're leaving it, the dam as is, and still 30 coming out.
Okay. End of discussion, huh?
Yeah.
Well, and then, yeah, October 8th through the 15th, they'll be doing 20 CFS, so they talked about that.
Very good. All right. Well, I got work to do then.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Take care.
It's hard to see them in there,
I know the lighting's bad.
Yeah, the sun's really shining there at the lake, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave fire restrictions at one.
Yep.
And I'll call Jackie and tell her to make sure.
I know the week that we went to stage 2 too, there's a bunch of people are, they have contacted too about, it's not dry here, we can have a fire, but it's like. They want it to be exempt from certain areas from the county. It's like, well, no, it's gotta be the whole county, cause north end's a tinderbox. So I mean, south end is wetter, oh well, it's countywide.
Yeah, we can't start splitting it up.
No.
It just won't work.
And fire this way too, now,
Yeah, I
so.
mean, yeah, it wasn't that wet, there's one in East Fork now,
It's
so.
just trying to protect, it wasn't trying to.
So the current resolution went back from 2 to 1, says that they'll be automatically rescinded once the Forest Service rescinds stage 1, but if you guys don't agree that you can change that anytime too.
We'll go to one.
But that resolution says that stage 1 will be rescinded as soon as Forest Service rescinds it. So,
Yeah.
but you can do differently, I mean, yeah.
Have they rescinded
No.
stage one?
No, I bet they'll stay on stage 1 until the end of September, probably.
Okay.
Unless-
We don't have to do a new resolution, right?
No.
Unless you don't like that, if they go too early or too late, then you can always change it.
I'll call Jackie and let her know so she can let the other agencies know. Hey, we're still staying at one. I just want to give you the update. All right, thanks. Bye. And I should text everybody, let you know.
Probably happy your Jackrabbit beat the Bobcats. This is a good game, I guess, double overtime.
I didn't see it.
The Bobcats missed the first down in the second overtime by, yeah,
It was
2
almost,
feet.
it was almost a yard.
Oh, was
I watched the play, I'm like, oh, he's way short, and they came out and measured it, and I was like, I don't know why they're measuring it. 'Cause
See, it was way off.
Almost a yard short.
Jack,
So,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Huh?
Jack Rabbit's pretty good.
Yeah, cat, I mean, it was a good game, I mean, all the way through, I mean, I caught the second half of it in overtime, it was good. But,
I listened to it on the radio coming home from the
both
Grizz
the-
game.
both the Cats and the Jackrabbits screwed it up at the end of probably win it, I mean, they both had just some errors that.
Yeah,
So
Like, I
who
mean,
won?
South Dakota State
South Dakota
Yeah.
State, like right at the
stopped
very
them
end,
by 2 feet.
I think the Cats would end up having like almost, probably like a minute 40 something. They were getting the ball back on a punt, but they had 12 men on the field, so it gave the Jackrabbits first down, so by the time the Cats got the ball back, it
Oh,
was like
that
a
is-
minute. They
that
were
is
farther
big,
down the
yeah.
field, and yeah, so it was. Bunch of
12
mental
guys
errors
on
on
the
both
field.
sides.
You can't be cheaters and win the
I
game.
know.
That was good, did we?
Oh, you did good, yeah.
What I heard.
He had a half sack and, stopped him on, fourth, or third down stop and
Good.
makes good tackles, so. He didn't start, he played every other series about. So,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Good for him. I never watched the game while it was like good.
Yeah, he might be starting, and he's playing as much as the starter was, so, yeah.
That's cool. Is there anything else we need to talk about? We got a few minutes or is there anything
Let's see,
need to be closed or anything?
well, next week we have the issue of the attorney's fees and Rising Sun, so we'll talk about that.
Oh,
You can close that for litigation strategy, but once you make your decision, I'd make your decision in open meeting. Yeah. No good deed goes unpunished.
I was thinking that check was getting from him was, that's as, how do you explain it? Cause I was thinking that check was something that we got for doing so good.
Then that's what I thought too, and that's when I went, wait a minute, it's not even made out to us.
The only reason why it's done that way is because that's why Mako
So,
wants it.
but I understand, we pay it and then Mako pays it to them out of what we paid to Mako.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, I understand now.
I gave Sarah a copy of the check too, and you guys have a photocopy.
Yeah, thank you.
So how was it done before?
It's been done this way for a while, but I'm not sure how long it's been this way.
I know it was last year, we did that thing the same way.
Yeah, it could have been that Mako just didn't send it to the county, they just sent it directly to them. But now they're
Yes.
having to go through, transparency going through the county. Well, the transparency is really, you have a contract with them, and then so, to me, it doesn't matter how it's
Right.
done, you have the contract, it's transparent.
This on the agenda, we're at there for the
No, that's next week.
next
That's
week.
what I know. I don't know if I should say that. Disregard that.
All right, till next week.
Yeah.
Good.
Save it.
Well, you gotta use your air conditioner in your once, right? Next year you'll need it.
I know.
I Kicking out by the end of the week for me.
Don't put it back in too early in the spring, cause then they'll get like a couple snows, that
Right.
always spring, that's why I wait to put mine
Yeah.
Till the middle of June.
in. Yeah,
Alrighty, well, we're a couple minutes early, but we'll go into the resolution 2025-11. Resolution setting Granite County's 2025-26 fiscal year budget, including salaries of all Granite County's elected officials and deputies, and the cost of living increase for certain county employees, second reading and adoption.
think you guys are all set, you're not gonna make any more changes, you're good?
I'll motion to set resolution 2025-11.
I'll second it.
Public comment? Being none, all in favor?
I,
Motion carried back.
One thing I talked to Sarah about is, so you approved the Title III funds to the, Georgetown Lake Fire Service area, is that correct? So RAC approved it and then, commission as well, but that's a Forest Service lease with, on the fire hall, so they also need approval from Forest Service before making any modifications, so my advice is that we wait until we hear back from the Forest Service, saying they're, which I don't see any issues there, but wait till the Forest Service approves it in writing and then they could be sent a check.
Is that gonna be the ranger out here that has to?
You know, I might have to go, but might have to go to the, Beaver, probably Beaverhead, the, Forest Supervisor probably.
Alrighty, we'll go into resolution 2025-12. The Grant County resolution establishing the method of levying voted meals for adopted Montana House Bill is 231 and 542 in the year 2025.
I make a motion, we accept resolution 2025-12.
Second.
Public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Don't do this for me.
Is there a? Is this the only one, this next one, is this bond one?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all we bond we have, isn't it, Glenn?
That's what Glenn said, that's the elevator, yeah.
Righty, so we'll jump into commission inspection of bonds for MCA section 7/4/2213. Discussion decision. On here, the document A312TM-2010. This is the only bond we have on the.
That's for the elevator, right?
Yeah,
When are we gonna be done with that?
no, I didn't see nobody out there. Today, I usually ask them.
Yeah, isn't here yet.
Gotta be, they kept saying, first of, I guess. October, they figured they'd have it pretty much all done.
Cause I'm loading a bunch of stuff this weekend, huge trailer.
I'm at the trailer down at the four-way when I was coming in today. I had a bunch of stuff on the back of it.
Mhm.
So is this our bond or their bond?
They have to be bonded,
Right.
cause there's no place to sign it.
Oh, I think it's,
On that page, it just says,
we're just inspecting it, right?
They're just,
We still have it going. You have
make
to,
sure it's still up to date and good, right? And that
we
would,
probably have a warranty period that we gotta keep the bond for, right?
I think, that's something Blaine would have to answer, I'm pretty sure you do, just in case that,
Some
yeah.
goes haywire.
I want to stamp this if this is original, right?
No, that's a copy.
that's the only bond that we still have, that we have, and we're inspecting it.
It looks like their lawyer went over it too, or whatever.
So do you have to make, is there anything you have to say? We have inspected the performance bond, which is with TCS Northwest LLC in Granite County. Construction contract, what,
We accepted it and looked at
yeah,
it.
it was, yeah, that it's still in play until project's completed.
Still up to date.
Okay. Gotcha.
That'd be the only way I could see how you do it. See here where it says April 10th, 2024, I guess you gotta make sure that it's still goes through 25, right?
Sure, yeah.
There's a back on page 23.
So there's no modifications of the bond. So no added signatures. Okay.
I guess we just noted that we.
Noted. Explain.
That rhymes.
Sorry. German.
Alright,
On that bond, do we have to make a motion, or do they have to update that to 2025, or is that still just good?
that's still good.
Okay.
But, yeah, you can do, motion to, the bond is acceptable or something like of that nature. You-
I mean, they're just, I mean, this is just for like, they gotta withhold that bond for the warranty period.
The,
of the elevator,
The, not for the warranty period, but they're required to have a, performance bond for the project.
or- Right,
And so, but there are warranties in the contract on the product, but, yeah, the statute just says the county commission will review all the, bonds that are in place and so, accepting it is, in place.
wouldn't we have to see this before the project started though, not at the
No,
end?
this is.
Oh, yeah, we've had it. Yeah, they've had it in place.
They
Okay,
had to have that before they even
Yeah.
started.
yes, okay.
So anything over, maybe 50,000, yeah, 80,000 is bidding, but 50,000 they're actually supposed to do a performance bond.
Okay. We're just motioning to accept it,
Accept it as a,
a review.
yeah, accept the review of the bond.
Except that it's been inspected.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we have inspected the bond April 9th, 2024, that was accepted. And
Second it.
Public comment. Being run, on favor?
I,
Aye.
So then this comes up every year.
Correct.
Contracted work
The,
over a
the issue-
year.
the issue with bonds is if there is an issue and you bring it up to the bond company, technically you'd think that they would pay up or whatever, but then no, you have to basically sue them. And so it's added expense to projects potentially. So I don't know.
They bid it all in.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, but it's passed on to
Yeah, but I mean, they're.
Yeah.
So this is by 7-4-2213. And it must, in that statute, say when we have to.
annually review.
Annually.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, that's all this was.
Yeah.
Annual review.
Okay.
All in favor?
Usually we don't have any at all. So we say there's no bonds to inspect.
Hopefully a lot of the projects should be done soon, hopefully.
You have an update on the old boy?
On the,
Opioid.
oh, yeah, so there was another settlement. So this be basically, accepting being part of that settlement.
For 16 million.
So the one thing some of these, most of these settlements have gone into so there's regional
Yeah.
abatement so then folks can do like grant proposals and the commission appointed me to be on the regional one. I haven't met for a while, but we do have a meeting coming up in September. And there's some that have come in direct. I think we do have some funds and Jackie talked about, potentially using that for Narcan or what, I think I believe that's available. But this one, I do not know if it's direct or goes to the regional abatement, likely to regional abatement.
So then I guess out of what's getting distributed or whatever, is it just based off of like your medical and sheriff logs, whatever, for opioid use, or they just go and equal shares to everybody?
So I think it's the ones that go to the regional abatement are basically it'd be like a pro rata, like population based.
Okay.
Yeah. But and there's some good funds, so the public health here may want to consider doing a grant proposal because if they have a project.
I'd entertain a motion on this.
I make a motion that we review and sign the opioid settlement secondary manufacturers.
Review, accept, and sign. Yeah, is that good? Accepted, yeah.
Did I say that? Review we accept the opioid settlement secondary manufacturers. So the review and then we reviewed it and you're signing it.
Public comment? If none, all in favor?
I. Do it all.
One signature.
Okay,
So, e-sign,
We can easily.
Yeah.
Can.
director to e-sign it.
okay.
We're like 30 minutes fast, do we need to slow it down? We're like 30 minutes ahead,
Yeah. You can do it.
just keep rolling.
I mean, most of it's just paper.
Yeah, for sure.
No, slow down some of that.
You gonna go on break till 10:55, or you gonna continue on? You're gonna go on
We
break
still
till
have our motor
10:55?
vehicle graveyard thing,
10:45.
Oh, yeah,
I was
10:45.
I was just reading it,
and that's just accepting the grant.
no big deal. I mean, what is a big
Yeah.
deal, you know, I was just reading it. We'll go ahead and jump into the fiscal year 2026 county motor vehicle graveyard grant for Granite County junk vehicle graveyard in Phillipsburg. Just accepting, from the state of Montana. 34,841.80.
And it's already been budgeted and the budget has been approved by the state of Montana, so we're accepting that grant. Right?
Yep.
Make a motion, we accept the grant. For fiscal 26.
I second it.
Public comment? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Recess.
Yeah, go ahead and recess, man.
Recess till 10:55.
All right, we're back on now. We'll go ahead and jump right into the speed study request and speed reduction request of Montana Department of Transportation, Montana Highway 271 on certain portions near intersection on the frontage road. This is the one going out east of Drummond on the frontage road and turning to go north towards Helmville Canyon. We have a letter here from Matthew Clark, wondering if we'll send a letter, see if they'll do a speed reduction, because they've had some really close calls. So I guess we just need to make a motion that we want to send a letter and see if they'll study it.
Okay, so Granite County has to ask for the speed study.
That's what he told me, up at when he talked to me, he said that their engineer said that we're the ones that had to ask for the study, that a private individual could. So all we gotta do is send them the letter as we usually do, and then they gotta, and then if
They
they
decide.
decide 2-3 years, you can.
No.
I'd recommend we send a letter, at least they, we did our.
I'll motion to send a letter to MDOT for speed reduction on Highway 271.
I will second that.
Public comment? Being none, all in favor?
I,
Have a letter drafted if you guys wanna read it.
Sure. Got time?
What is it?
I already have a letter drafted already if you guys wanna read it.
Oh, for the speed study?
Mhm.
You just take it off one of the other ones and then just modify
Yeah.
it. Change it.
Change the,
Yeah, we can go
roads and
ahead.
stuff.
You just have a template.
we should just have a template, yeah.
We can go ahead and sign it. to be
We've asked
approved.
for a lot of speed
Get it
studies.
sent out today.
Yeah,
that's a secret.
What?
Cat case.
AI. You wanna read it?
I guess once we sign it, Matt, maybe you could send a copy letter to Matt, and then that way,
Yes. Yep, I will.
if you would, please.
And I was maybe gonna send his letter with this
Yeah,
to the
okay.
DOT. Okay,
He said he sent one to him, but this way we're,
yeah, we'll just reiterate it. Cool. I can do that.
Do we have to put this on next week's agenda or is it good for today?
no, cause it's on there
Oh,
you know, just, discussion, decision, we just made a motion to send a letter.
Okay.
Send it.
Did we ever hear back from the other one we sent for 348?
Not yet.
Probably won't happen, maybe, it might happen when they redo the road.
Yeah, maybe.
Somebody's stealing all the signs again down there in the frontage road by Grumman on the highway, having nothing to do with us. They asked, the one deputy asked if we put I said, them aren't our signs, they're state.
I see this.
Ever hear anything like the Hall deal?
No, I haven't talked to Doug
Johnson's
Johnson.
kind of took that over.
Yeah, he's kind of was pushing on that, and I see they were measuring the other day and stuff.
Yeah.
Poor thing. That's actually they changed one part of the bus route. I don't know if I got asked about
Down there,
See that?
down there, they changed they're going up and picking up a kid up the airport road. I don't know if they talked, I'm sure they talked to Ashley, but.
we had to run on until 11:10.
She's gone home to the
Ashley?
conference.
Well, he's getting this stuff.
Oh, yeah, look, I know. Yeah, she left yesterday for Hamilton. Maybe it was in
Oh.
Hamilton. A week.
We should probably, do we need to get another deal on for delinquent taxes on the agenda here?
For the what?
Delinquent taxes, where we're at, or get an update here in another week or so.
Update.
She's gone.
What Miranda just said.
I don't see what it matters, it's up to the bus driver, I guess, and then if he has to add mileage, that's just the way it goes, I think, the way we always looked at it.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. So do we need to put it on the agenda sometime next couple of weeks for an update for delinquent taxes?
I think she
People were
said, I think she said middle October she was coming back.
Is that what it was? Okay.
That's what she said, that,
Yeah.
she was doing that, that one trailer that was, in Drummond, it's all tore down, gone now,
Really?
literally gone.
Hmm.
They had big dumpsters there and mashed it and took it.
Have we put any stickers up on anything yet?
That's the thing, we gotta keep moving on it, otherwise,
Gonna get lost in the cracks.
yeah,
So she can come 30th.
we should ask her about it next week.
That 2 weeks from now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking, if she's gonna
Yeah.
update it in October, that'd be the good time where she sent those
Are
people.
we doing 2 slam next week?
No.
Yeah, I thought you said.
No.
Yeah, I mean, we need to give it allowable time.
Just have to see if she's available.
Put her on next week
Russian.
just to get an update where we're at.
Yeah, we can, just see so they know that we're serious about it.
Yeah,
I'll see if she's available.
but she was gonna I thought she was gonna get back to us after she talked to the sheriff's department too. On how all
See,
that protocol was gonna go. Just to keep our foot on the pedal,
Right. That was good.
5-10 minutes, bro.
Perfect. I'll see if she's can pop in next week.
Go that one.
Mhm.
These is all the people that are up on Rumsey now, Miranda?
Yes, so those are the users. And I just wanted to run it by you guys before I submit it. That's in Forest Service.
What's this for?
The Rumsey Mountain users,
Oh,
radio
yeah.
users, so that's current users up there and what they do.
Good to me.
Yeah.
So do we have fiber yet?
Here? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure.
So you're still messing up?
Sure, I think they took care of town before they hit the rural spots.
Yeah,
I'm still not on fiber.
In town here, you're not?
I'm not, I've got
Not at
my
your
thing,
house?
but they've never come and
I think
hooked me up.
you gotta request it.
I was supposed to let me know
yeah,
as I've talked with
They
them.
come and did mine.
yeah, they came and did mine.
I had to request it though, until they happened, we'd call Blackfoot, oh yes, we want fiber, and then they came back and so.
Yeah, we kind of
Sounds
did
like
the same.
confident.
They were like, you need to confirm that you want it. 'Cause
Yeah.
If you don't do it now, you're gonna pay for it later.
Right.
That Tim guy come and did mine, he's been nice guy.
Huh.
I don't know if there's any difference. What do you want?
Water. Who is it?
Have that binder or that folder.
The welfare one?
No, the.
Safety one?
Might be there.
Who did your Jack Rabbits play this weekend?
Yeah, pretty lucky last weekend.
I think she won. What'd you get?
They
More.
responded to my email. She disagrees that transparency is a practical basis for the policies.
Oh, they played Drake this weekend,
Oh,
and it's Mercy first, and then yours coming. If I can get a ticket, I might go to the Indiana game. You wanna go?
Indiana?
Yeah.
I've drove to there a couple times, I'm good.
How they play in Spurgeon?
Oh, I know.
I'm asking Scott.
I think Scott would like the road trip over there to South Dakota.
Hmm.
I might go to the Indiana game. Okay, sure.
I think that was a yes, go and get him a
I'm
ticket.
gonna go to Vegas to the Sphere. She won. This is Jackie. Good.
All right, well, go ahead and jump into this, Rumsey FS 2700 -10A facility owner and occupant inventory of Rumsey Mountain. It's all. There's habits.
Yeah.
This has to be yearly filled out, sent back in on who's in there and what they're doing. Miranda has it already. Just It's the original here. It's the original here, so.
So this goes to Forest Service.
Yeah. US do it, yep.
Who's RF Wave?
Who's who?
Second from the bottom, RF Wave.
That's that radio channel?
Oh,
It's I thought it was the one that's hitting, there's a couple of repeaters way on it.
oh.
That's the way I understood them saying it.
So the deal up front is just a repeater for repeater TV radio, right? For everything.
Yeah, for the cops, for the highway patrol,
Yeah.
our cops,
Forest
radio
Service, sorry.
It says, they can get on that one and then you can click it and then it'll send it, and you can get out better.
Okay. It's a relay more than a
Yeah,
repeater. Need a motion to accept this?
Yeah.
I'll have a motion to accept the Rumsey Mountain Communication contract agreement.
I'll second it.
Public comment? If none, all in favor?
Aye.
We carry pass.
Oh, we're gonna be good for next insurance.
Yeah. Now wait for Donovan's coming in. You guys play this weekend?
Yeah, I go up Big Sky. Mullen Peak,
Oh,
another long trip.
how are they? Are you?
Oh, they're not too bad. Maybe tougher than this last week, but. There's one kid that's probably the fastest kid in 8-man football on this side of the divide, but
What's that?
they have one kid that's probably the fastest kid of 8-man on this side of the divide. He's,
Really?
uh. That's kind of all they have though. Look like.
Don't tell this guy today who I am when it walks in there.
Who?
Mr. Donovan.
Is that why you're hiding in the
We've
back?
had some conversations.
But
So what are they saying, Jackie? You're going to Vegas to Sphere?
Yeah.
For what?
See Wizard of Oz on
Oh,
Halloween.
yeah,
so fun.
kind of cool.
Wanna go with us there? If I don't go to the football game? And that's what Dale said, I ain't going with you.
Hmm.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That'll be fun.
Yeah,
You wanna go along?
I've spent a week in Vegas this spring.
You did,
Good for
yeah.
our 10
Yeah.
years.
You ain't go with me. You
I'm trying to go December, but it's not looking good.
wanna go along?
I wanna go.
You'll go.
I wanna go. I wanna go to a Raiders game.
Oh,
And Raiders game
oh.
Kids, you know.
in the
I'm
NFR.
gonna see if the Knights are playing while we're there.
Oh, that'd be
My old
fun.
boss owns them.
Really? Fun. Do it.
Hockey, right?
That'd be cool.
I might see if I can get a good seat ticket from one of the members.
Do it.
Hockey even started up then?
I'm going here.
What do you think I'm gonna throw, like, spit lots at your head?
Well, you are a South Dakota State track,
Coming out swinging now.
They're
I
fun.
just told him, I said, I better get my ticket for for Tennessee.
Yeah, you said Texas originally is Tennessee, isn't
It
it?
is Tennessee, yeah.
Then, you buy it now, you can always sell it high later on.
True.
If you like, wanna make money.
Yeah, I can sell it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. That means the Grizz are playing.
Right.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
I'm taking the girls to their first game.
Where are we trying to play this game?
Yeah, Grizz, first half.
Never been, huh?
They haven't been, no. I got 4 tickets yesterday.
Lots of bathroom breaks, lots.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
they're close.
Yeah,
Right down, North Dakota State's probably better than both of them, but
actually I should have taken them when they were babies and in diapers.
what counts as the end of the season?
Yeah, sleep through the whole thing.
Counts as the last score.
Yeah.
No, the 105.
Are you sitting back?
North end zone.
No,
Yeah.
it's pretty good out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
Got another me.
Becky.
Yeah,
Okay.
I responded.
You gonna be there tonight?
The chamber? Yeah.
I'd like for my phone broke. But I have a cell
Broke?
phone.
Bro, or shut off.
No, broke, like the screen
It
broke, but like I can't open anything up. Last night, JD came with that text before it started, I went to.
Yeah, keep
Like,
her in.
The camera came on.
Okay, so
Shut off.
agree to disagree on something.
And the screen is no more touch.
No.
But I might get a phone, next month.
Smart. Agreements.
I'll have to go home and do that.
Yeah.
Well, Lone Peak. I thought they were really good, then Manhattan and Christian lost to Twin Bridges, and probably got a good passing game on them.
Yeah,
That's our,
well, that number 7 there, that red wolf kid or whatever, he's pretty quick and good.
a receiver, or what is he playing?
He was a receiver last year, but he got his quarterback.
Oh, okay. You scramble around too, or
Yeah.
what's that?
Park City.
Titans. They didn't score off our varsity defense.
Well, they did.
56-22.
They returned.
How much was it?
Oh, yeah.
Returned.
56-22. Yeah, yeah, special teams, but yeah. Holding on special teams after varsity and then,
That's a long,
No, that's-
long way to travel.
Yeah.
and then 10 miles an hour for 20 miles on Livingston Pass.
We come back to Livingston and we were on the fast track, but my gosh.
Yeah.
It took us an hour to get from Bozeman to Jackson Creek.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No,
And I didn't see any equipment at all. We got one lane traffic each way, but just slow.
well, everybody was like driving with a field goal or football field between them.
Yeah, well, yeah. Sometimes.
I was away went through. It was bumper 2 miles an hour.
You do it frontage road, but that doesn't take
It
off.
doesn't go anywhere after that.
See, Sealy's won 2 games, huh?
Yeah, they thumped up on, Regis this last week.
I didn't know that the West is that
77
strong anymore, are they?
Huh?
The West that strong,
I don't think so.
last. You see, they lost a lot, so I'm surprised that they lose the Haynes kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still there.
Yeah.
Kids, but
Yeah, the 3 best players they lost.
I thought they were even St. Regis. I won a Gatorade off of that.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
St. Regis doesn't have.
Why do you think that? Sealy was not that more athletic, even though they lost some of those guys.
Where was that at, Sealy?
I think St. Regis.
Oh, St. Regis back in that, or is that an unconference game?
No, they're back.
Oh, yeah.
They came back last year because there's more kids from St. Regis. There's like one or two from Ball in the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
So like, we're done going to Idaho. If you wanna, you kid wanna come over, you can play that.
Okay, do a few couple.
Yeah.
They wanted to bring it out.
Two, three kids, I think, that come from all, play football.
That's what, 30 months?
Yeah.
Side by
Like from
Yeah.
here, Robin, you know.
Scobie still, I mean, they had everyone back, right?
I think they're all back but one. We only graduated one kid last year.
They said Fort Bend beat Belt.
What do you do, huh?
North Jersey.
And then Ecolata putting 40 on Forsyth. Then this week, Forsyth putting 40 on Culberson.
He's a 300 pound.
Playing tackle or,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
right.
senior?
Count. Pretty big. How much?
So you like it?
300.
Or who is it?
Yeah, Ecolata, they got a
Like
stud.
this.
My nephew. Small child.
Small child.
300 pounder.
Junior, is that?
Yeah.
Looks better in his uniform.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It would work better for me.
Yeah. He's
Closer for you.
Yeah. Not so much for Sam.
Good. I haven't seen him as a senior.
Yeah, no.
Just waiting on Donovan.
Alright. He played in the, like, the Grizz played in the national championship, but he was playing then, right?
And North Dakota.
Yeah.
Speed study. I was gonna Blaine read it. Did you read that speed study?
Yeah.
Draft,
I saw
but if you,
Would you say you won?
I can,
this I see more as a, like, an enforcement issue, but,
Yeah.
so you guys might, I don't know, you can always ask for speed study, but. I don't know, has there been accidents down there?
No. It's close. He got on me over there last weekend about it, how we gotta do this and do that, if they don't, he's gonna do this and too much.
Well, it's,
Give it a letter.
yeah.
We've done what we're supposed to do.
the start.
Some of that on there, they need to clean the brush back. Then at least you can see what's coming, cause coming out of our driveway there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brush
You
on
gotta
that.
help yourself too.
Going. Yeah, they get done. Yeah.
Well, come on up, we'll get
You guys
going.
ready for me?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we'll go ahead and jump into the Granite County Airport, Riddick Field and Drummond. Just kind of discussion, trying to update and find out what's really, like, where closed it, I guess, but I couldn't get a hold of you. So, I guess we just need to figure out the right thing. I put it on, and this is Jackie, I don't give a, so.
This is Jackie?
This is Jackie.
Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, we're talking about.
Everybody on the same page with the airports, and then there's one guy that's thinking he's on the airport, but he's never applied. I told him that, and I thought he said, well, he was gonna go out, and I said, well, you can't really do nothing, you're not on the board.
Right.
I said, if you wanna get on the board, and if there's an opening, you gotta fill out the application, but I wanted to run this by you and everything first before it dies, you know.
Sure.
And Brad Ratson wants to get on the board. Darcy Schindler told him that that he's on the board. That's what he can't appoint. So I wanna make sure we know who's where and what.
Someone getting off the board or the?
Not that I know of. Darcy quit or got off, so he just told Brad he could take his place, but I said, well, you gotta fill out an application.
Yeah.
There's two things to talk about, I guess. There's the airport board and then the management of the airport are two separate things. There's a FAA page that you can go on the FAA's website and it's the airport information and I'm listed as the manager for both the airports, according to the FAA.
Okay.
So that's what the Forest Service, DNRC, anybody that wants to use those airports, that's where they should be going to get the contact information. Cause it's a FAA regulated thing. So that's,
That's awesome to me. I just, you know.
but they don't, is the problem. Like, I don't know how the
Why don't-
communication happened at Drummond.
Well, I don't think nobody really knew how, cause we never really had to do it down there. And then when it comes through, if it, Paul O'Leary, he did it one time, I checked into that, but I think it just, like the dispatchers and like Jackie and nobody, we've never had to, out here, it's always been, you know, the state's involved already, so.
Yeah,
One thing, I think we have a agreement up here on that with those agencies, right? Maybe we need to do the same with.
well, that's what I'm battling right now. We have what they're calling an LUA or land use agreement. We have that for Riddick Field and it contemplates damage to the airport, allowing general aviation access to the airport, compensation to the county for every day that it's used. It spells everything out. And it also includes an incident operating plan that says, you know, keep the vehicles off the apron, keep the runway open. This is how we're gonna play together, basically, at the airport. We had one drafted in 2017 for Drummond as well, but it was never put into a land use agreement that's like ready to go. Okay, dispatch, activate it. And then DNRC came up with one that you signed that is, in my opinion, inadequate. It doesn't contemplate damage to the airport. It doesn't allow compensation to the county. It's a $0 contract, which isn't technically a contract.
So, yeah, I don't wanna speak to what I guess already happened, cause I think it's kind of on an emergency basis, but going forward, I agree getting that in place for Drummond as well, I think would help.
Well, see, and we tried that one time, Wayne, and, it was due to the fact they were saying that they wouldn't accept it because it was a private ground.
That was a private ground county airport.
Well, they're saying the way that's set up there, this was a great big, I mean, it was
Yeah.
it's been a fight down there for years.
Does the county own the ground now or does it still?
Potentially, well, my advice would be to have the airport board try to, negotiate something out preliminarily and then come and bring it to the.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I've just been doing it independently. I mean, I have the existing LUA that they're operating under right now, which is the one that I don't feel is it doesn't cover anything. It basically allows them to come in and do whatever they want and leave, and if the place is a complete mess, it's up to the county to fix it. So I have gone back to the original contracting officer for that LUA and sent them a copy of the Riddick Field LUA and said, you know, we need to more closely match this one and update it so that it's correct. It doesn't include the operating plan, it doesn't include any compensation, it doesn't include any provisions for damage to the airport.
And I think like with them there, you know, it's never been put on like before over here at dispatch, when something does come, they should be, if he's the manager in both, they gotta get hold of him, where they come to us, and then I couldn't get hold of you, and I made the call. So,
One thing I'd say is that, even if the contract doesn't spell out damages, if, I mean, just under tort law, if they do damage it, I mean, then it's, hopefully they would make it right, but I think having it spelled out like the one up here, I think something similar would be like you're saying.
I guess in the plan too, I mean, like the one at Riddick now, like if you are unavailable, who's the next person in line to get a hold of?
Yeah, we can put that in place. So you just keep going down the list, basically anybody on the airport board can.
but see, then that you can put it into the emergency, that kind of. But we don't know what she made up, so everybody knows who's, you know, the sheriff knows, but nobody really knows. I guess we just never had to do it.
It'd be pretty rare if you couldn't get a hold of me. My entire career's been on call, so it'd be strange.
I guess that was my biggest concern, just to make sure we know, and then trying to figure out who's on the boards, and if there's an opening, that there is a guy that wants to get on, and we can't find nothing here. Mike used to have all that, remember?
You can't
I
find-
went to the meetings with
Well,
Mike.
the airport board, we should have that.
I have,
But
It is airport
we
users,
should
yeah.
have all that, but we don't
That's the
have.
question. Are you, the board covers both Riddick Field and Drummond, right?
That was my impression. I mean,
Yeah.
So
we
there is
talk
a
about
separate
Drummond.
board for Drummond.
No, but there were people on that were on the board from Drummond. Cause there was,
Darcy was,
Paul O'Leary, Todd Fickler, Henry Dar, and
Well, how many people are on the board?
there was when we went to a meeting down there was 5 of them.
so they had a separate,
Separate meetings, yeah.
cause those
Knights-
names that you just named,
Knights and, remember all them that were up here, and they had their separate meetings, cause there was a big conflict, like Phillipsburg Airport, Drummond. So they had their own, that's why I was trying to tell you that, you know, them guys were all on the board, they applied for it. And they come up with like Paul O'Leary and them, they come up, but we can't find them.
Well, it sounds like they're acting as their own board just for the Drummond Airport.
Pretty much are, 'cause
Yeah.
I figured that's all they were on.
That's news to me, cause I always thought it was just one board and that, the Darcy Schindler was part of the one Granite County Airport board.
See, I think they had one that come up and represent us, the one up here, but they had their own board down there. That's the way I took it. They done well.
I talked to
Why would they-
Darcy probably 2 years ago, cause I was trying to update airport managers and what was going on with the FAA information, how that was all presented. And he said he didn't wanna have anything to do with it anymore, and, you know.
Yeah.
That's
how-
why Brad thinks he's been on it, and he hasn't filled out that.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the bylaws, but I'm sure the bylaws talk about just one board.
Board for the whole county.
Yeah,
Which is fine, and they can have some from down, you know, I mean,
yeah.
they should be able to be on either one, right?
Well, I'm trying to remember, I think that, and this has been years ago, that there were 2 line items. There was one for the Drummond for
Right.
supplies and
There are
expenses.
two budgets, yeah.
So there still is.
The issue is getting, I think it'd be impossible to get members to fill it. Yeah, we're having tough enough time, you know, getting to
Well, see, I
one
think
board.
they
so-
still think they're on it. I mean, I never talked to Todd or O'Leary, I wanted to talk here first before I started asking anything, but I think they all think they're still on it. Henry Dar, I think he might have got off too now, cause he had.
So you're on board, but don't go to the meetings? Is that still make you on board?
I think they had their own meetings down there, cause they thought they were probably just throwing an airport. You know what I'm saying? They just,
I think they're,
I mean, that's what.
sorry for the confusion, but yeah. I
Yeah,
think
there
they're
should only be
confused.
one board, or it's gonna get
Yeah.
busy in my mind.
I think there's bylaws and I'll look at that but I think there's bylaws that cover, one board covering both.
No.
Yeah,
Two
'cause I
different,
think,
two different budgets for sure though, because,
well, no, there's only one budget, but it just has a line item.
or, well, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and so that's it right there, that this is a countywide tax. It's in the countywide airport. So they're all together. And so there shouldn't be separate. It should be just one board.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it was, but I remember going to meetings with Mike and we'd come up here and then we went down there.
Well,
That was,
Yeah,
I mean, I guess in that, I never paid no attention to it.
and
yeah, I
if they
don't
were,
think it's been run like that since like, well, let's see, Mark Hudgens was a chair, right, and then after him was,
Ernie,
Ernie, but before Ernie, there was,
Vince?
yeah, Vince.
oh yeah.
I think in that time period, there was just one board.
Cause I know Vince, he was dealing with Paul O'Leary when they were trying to get stuff down there, so that, they must still be on the board, but I don't know if they're active. I guess that's the next thing, is who is on this?
may I ask what conflict is? What are they wondering? Is someone wondering why Or do they think they're on the board and don't get invited?
I think it was over disclosure. I mean, I was hearing from you that someone was trying to demand that we need a contract with them and having the stuff all set up when it's already been in the works. So there's
And
some,
he's already took care of it. There
Oh,
was
okay.
somebody that thought he was on the board and he's not. And he was gonna, and I said, well, it's already been took care of. But I don't think that, he don't realize he's not on the board. That's what I'm trying to figure out who's really actually on the board. I mean, we need the names of the ones up here and if there's any representing down there. That's all I'm trying to figure out.
I believe it's one board, and if
Yeah, I mean-
people aren't been appointed, and you need appointees, then they need to, yeah,
Come
need to,
through.
yeah, come
Yeah,
to,
man, it's
or
pretty.
go to the board for airport board first, and you guys can
Yeah.
recommend.
We just filled the last seat, didn't we? Here earlier.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we're a pretty realistic group. I mean, if there's someone that wants to represent Drummond, then I'm sure somebody would want to step down if that was important to have that representation.
Well, it's been advertised, correct? Yeah.
But we're good now. We got all our
Yeah,
seats.
okay.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, I guess I'm just trying to figure out who's what and that, and then we gotta make sure that we're on emergency plan and that who's named, because they didn't even know. The dispatch didn't even know about him.
Which is odd because I had some folks walking the runway and I called dispatch and talked to Rico about the whole thing and that I was the point of contact if there's any issues down there.
That just lately though.
It was 6 months ago, 8 months ago.
Possibly a new dispatcher. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's good. I'll go over there after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's, may intercede, but
Okay.
that's who, that Mason guy called dispatch and dispatch said they didn't know who to contact.
Mhm.
So maybe that information needs to be put in the dispatcher's hands.
I'll put it on a sticky note.
Yeah.
I think it just needs to be out there so everybody knows who's what. It's not a big conflict, now, we're just trying to get everything lined out.
Well, there's term limits to the board members.
Right.
And if they haven't been on the board for 10 or 12 years, then they're definitely
Just saying.
not still on the board.
Well, then one person took it upon, saying he's on because he got off, and he said, no, you can have my spot.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
work
that
that
don't work
way.
that
I
way.
think maybe that end of the county needs to
Yeah,
understand there's one board, only one board.
yeah.
Any other comment? I guess that's all we're trying to figure out, what's what, and who's what.
Okay, yeah, if there's anyone I need to talk to, I'm certainly willing to do that if they wanna, I mean, our meetings are once a month, they're posted on the website. If any of those folks from Drummond wanna join and talk about things that we don't know about, I mean, I go down there probably 2 or 3 times a month and take a look
So you
around.
kind of go down and check it out.
Absolutely, yeah,
Yeah,
I usually
They're
fly
really-
in and.
yeah.
So the one, like you're talking about, the ULAP or whatever you were saying for Riddick here that you got one.
The LUA, yeah,
The
land use
LUA,
agreement.
Sorry, yep. That, you can't just have one for both, you gotta do separate for each one, or?
Well, I guess so. Yes, you definitely have to have a separate one for you, because if we have an incident where we're utilizing that airport, not this one, then I could see how that could get confusing, because there's also a different incident operating plan for each
Right.
one. So I think it would be, and again, the one that we have, there's one that was just enacted for this event. And I think if we can get that one updated to more closely match what's going on with Riddick, but my challenge, I guess, is that we were dealing with the Forest Service on this one. And I guess they're a little bit more accommodating than the DNRC, because the folks that I went down there and talked to them in their trailer, talked to them for half an hour about trying to get this corrected and updating to something that more matches what we're used to. And they were all on our side. They're like, yeah, absolutely, you should be compensated. Because I mean, again, here, we're still allowing general aviation to fly in and out. When there's an incident, the helicopters stay off to the side, there's still room, you can get planes in and out. We gave that an entire airport. I shut it down. I closed the airport by NOTAM through the end of the month.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem fair that they're just able to do whatever they want up there.
What I'd say is, I mean, we have the leverage, I think. I mean, DNRC can't come down and demand that the county.
Take
I mean,
over the airport.
Definitely an emergency situation, I think, yeah, you gotta make it through, but other than that, they can't, the county has the leverage, in my opinion.
Well, I just sent an email out this morning,
Okay.
you guys on it, so you can follow along.
And I'll call Brad down in Ward's Field to see, he's just thinking of something.
Is he right there?
Yeah, he lives
He's
right.
the one that mows, right?
Yeah, he's right there, where you turn this way, his house is right there.
Okay,
His wife's the one that maintains it.
yeah, yeah, I talked to her like once a year, yeah, we're trying to get a roll and stuff, she said she would take care of it, so.
So potentially as, vacancy comes up, then, yeah, he might be, if he's interested.
Well, I mean,
put
even
in.
just join the call.
Yeah,
That's- You don't
yeah.
really have to be on
Yeah.
the board to
You're
contribute.
gonna,
Just come
good
to-
point, yeah,
Yeah.
you
You still have,
be active in letting you guys know that what.
well, you still have a say in that,
Yeah.
I mean, you're just an advisor bringing it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Mhm. But yeah, and then plus, I mean, he'd be updated on everything that's going on behind the scenes. It sounds like that's kind of what's happening. He's just thinks that nothing's going on and nobody's managing this, but in
And you
fact, we are.
talked,
Go ahead, sorry.
No.
and you talked to Frank, right?
I called enough message, I think I called back.
I know he's home town, he said he's gonna get hold of you, so I didn't know if he has or not. He was just curious about landing like there for the ambulance and that, wanna know what his, or how, if they could, or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
So I told him.
Yeah, before, correct, yeah.
Well, now with the NOTAM, I think is what the concern.
Oh,
is.
okay.
Yeah, when the airport's open, sure, and I can just go, next time I'm down there, those Starbucks guys can move down one spot so that if light flight needs to come in, they can have that whole west end of the runway.
And that's all he was worried about, just making sure that they could get him land in there or whatever. And I told him, stop doing it. There's a lot of old stuff that we haven't paid attention to, and
Yeah.
you know, just might as well update.
So when I Googled Drummond Airport, it has a Drummond number on here.
Would you, oh yeah, that's probably,
So I don't know if that needs to be fixed in your phone number, so
There's 7 people on the board.
yeah,
We couldn't find that, right?
that needs to be updated too, then.
these are all wrong. Yeah, the Montana Airport Directory is wrong.
Yeah, so if you wanna.
For
Yeah,
try to
I'll fix
find
that.
out.
That just
for
came in.
Granite County, the board he's,
We're looking for Robert.
there's nothing.
Yeah, it's all around work.
Yeah.
So you have 7 people on board.
Yep.
And their terms are all current, except for yours expires in October, so.
Right.
she
You
could-
guys gonna have me back?
Don't look to
Get your
get towards in the mouth.
Now's your chance to get rid of
So,
me.
Michael Thompson's does
They
too.
must not have reapplied then when there was openings, and they think they're just, what, they think they're disappointed?
Yeah, as I recall, Darcy resigned, but we'd have to look
I
through the,
know that.
yeah, so you have a file on the current board member, you're saying it's any
Yeah, I
type
don't
other,
have
you
my
don't, yeah, and
current
that'd be my correct and my understanding.
Yeah. That did.
I think they're just all mixed up.
So you
It
might
could be.
remind Michael too that his term expires next month.
Yeah, I'll be sending out renewal
You don't want it? No.
letters.
Maybe I won't.
You deal with her.
But no, that's all, I just wanna make sure, and then we have the right, if you go over the dispatch and that, make sure you're the right numbers, and then we put it in the emergency plan, your name in there, cause it needs to be on there too. I don't think it was on there either, was it,
No,
Becky?
I don't have it, no, I'm gonna be adding.
Cause we're just, she
We
just
have to
updated
update a
that.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and this is unfortunately when it happens, when an event happens and you're trying to
Well,
scramble.
it's
to find a
nothing
number.
bad happened, but get on it, get this took care of,
Yeah.
and move ahead.
Yeah.
Sounds good,
And
thank
I did just get contact from MDT, they just sent something out for their 2026 directory, so we'll get that fixed on your phone, you have the wrong phone number in there.
Yeah,
I don't know how to fix the Google one, but,
I think you can go in and do an edit, suggest an edit.
okay,
'Cause I've had-
Yeah, we did that with public health, yeah, we did, and they took it,
We
right,
accepted it.
or,
I might say take stuff.
So when you go to the website under boards, it's under transportation, airport board. Try like-
I think if you just go into the search, like just open up the website, click search, click airport, it'll take you right to it.
yeah,
And did you add the phone number?
Yes.
Great.
Yep.
All right.
all right.
That's what I can do for y'all.
That's all, that's one, make
Thanks.
sure we're
Yeah.
all,
Yeah.
we're on the same page.
Hopefully the water's a little less money here now.
Can't see the bottom.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. I'll be sending all your phone calls to you. Oh, heck yeah.
That's the problem, nobody had it, and she was getting them all, and I was getting them all. That's kind of frustrating him, cause I
Yeah,
took it upon when I called and said to shut her down, I didn't know what to do. I mean, we've done it before, I didn't know it was that big a.
I think what happens is comes chair and manager and yeah, the administrative side of it, you didn't realize was, yeah, needed, some of it.
When the dispatch doesn't know who to contact, because I said to them that day, I said, you need to call the sheriff's office, I don't know. And then he calls me back and he says.
That could be a new dispatcher.
No info. So make sure we're all up to date, it's no big deal.
Yeah, they have like.
Yeah.
All righty, well, we're a couple minutes behind, but we'll go ahead into the Zoom participation policy and conference phone line regarding public comment, discussion in this area.
So it sounds like you wanna put potentially the commission wants to put the policy on the county's website, so you wanna, on the agenda succinctly, but, another policy stating the policy and putting it on the agenda, or on the website.
So and then this outline, is this outline up on online?
Not yet.
So what this outline is, it's just, we need to, update this with the Zoom participation and the reason why you can't jump from one platform to another platform. And we wanted that addressed. And it wasn't because we were picking on somebody, it was because it needs to be addressed.
So potentially that draft, you have to be called,
Yeah.
The, Granite County Zoom policy. One of the things I think it should say is that, their device camera is broken and they don't have one, they'd be given, you talked about 30 days to, that you'd allow them to do, potentially, be on Zoom giving public comment, but did they have that 30 days to get the camera going?
I agree, I mean, we're trying to make this work for everybody, it's not that we're just picking on somebody, but if we don't start.
So the talking points, if I may, the talking points under the agenda item is like the policy reminder. And then no dual connection, and this is the one that they could not find, that the public could not find in the policy. Whereas you can't jump from like Zoom and then call on the conference phone. It says attendees should not connect through both Zoom and the dial-in conference line simultaneously. Avoids tying up the phone line for others that need to call in that way. Avoids echo, compliance issues, tracking confusion, and is easier to hear for recording audio purposes on Zoom.
That's well said.
So that is going to be part of what's updated. And I don't know, what do you think? I mean, this is,
I mean,
Miranda did this one in there and outlined everything now, but we did not have that dual connection in there, and I think we need to have that in
we
there.
need to make a motion, accept this to go with it.
Yeah, I'd have, heading for it and then add that language on the 30 days to give them to, but other than that, I think it's, yeah.
Because in the past, we have given the public participation several attempts, and this is one person in the public, several times stating that their camera was broken, and we gave them several attempts to do this, and so.
Can I address the targeting issue? It keeps being said that you're targeting one individual. So I want to give you, I think, my opinion on the law on that. So there's example of state law where certain illegal drugs are outlawed. Well, then individuals start creating synthetic drugs. And so then the state legislature then adds those to their law they target the wrongdoing and add that to their, and so now there's basically a blanket statute on these synthetic illegal drugs. So in that case, there's a reasonable basis on why they're doing that. It's not arbitrary. So what you're doing is you have an issue here where there's disruption and problems being caused and issues in general. There's some of this is not disruption. It's just trying for the efficient flow of giving public comment or allowing it. And so you're not arbitrarily targeting someone here by these policies. You're creating policies that helps create efficiency, in my opinion. And so it's not arbitrary policy that you're established.
Thanks. Is there any public comment on this? So I guess we go ahead and entertain a motion to step this, we put it in and I'll right, Blaine?
Yeah, accept the policy with those changes.
A motion to accept the policy with the changes of a headline and adding a 30-day time limit to fix your camera.
And then on this, be on the website,
Yeah.
We need-
And post it on the website.
post on the website so that they know this is policy, this is our policy.
Could even have it by the agenda
Yeah.
if you wanted as well.
I think we should.
Yeah,
Well, we're trying to make this
yeah,
work.
so everyone understands the policy.
Have a second,
I second it.
public comment? No, but
The one thing, oh, go ahead. I just want to make one more little comment on this. Is the reason we're doing this is to update it and we've seen no reason why we have to keep rehashing comments that we're picking on one particular person. This isn't have nothing to do with picking on anybody. This is making sure that our
Setting reasonable policy
is
that,
clear.
right, and, you may also want signature lines on it as well, the dated, so potentially you could have this on next week's agenda so you guys can sign it if you'd
we'll
like.
accept it and then we'll sign it next week.
Okay,
That being
sounds
a
good.
motion.
Yeah.
With the changes.
That's good with you guys?
Yes.
Any other public comment on this? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, good job.
Like,
Miranda, good job.
yeah, thanks. Like 5 minutes next week, then
Yeah.
to sign the
It's
review and
just sign
sign.
it.
1 minute.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.